James Gunn says Supergirl is a space adventure. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But he says it's like Guardians of the Galaxy. Who would have thunk that James Gunn can't just maybe focus on one character? Is this going to be a movie or a TV show?
This is a movie.
It's a movie.
A movie.
Yep. He's not directing it, but he's definitely. I guarantee it's going to look just like a James Gunn movie.
Yeah, with a huge ensemble cast. Supergirl isn't going to be able to, have a chance to breathe in this, just like Superman didn't either in his own movie.
Jason Momoa's in it. Isn't he playing Lobo?
Lobo.
He's playing Lobo, yeah.
Lobo.
Yep.
Yeah.
My man.
Everything is Guardians.
Hell yeah.
For James Gunn. Everything's Guardians. Like when I read that, I started laughing. I was just like, of course it's Guardians. Of course it's like Guardians. He's a one-trick pony. He's going to be riding off of the success of Guardians. That's why people trust him so much with DC, because he did such a great job with Guardians. Like, I really like Guardians. So everything is like Guardians. As long as you like Guardians, you'll like everything that James Gunn's DC puts out, because it's just going to be like Guardians.
Well, and that's why you saw it for the promotion for Superman. It wasn't, James Gunn, who did the Suicide Squad, another DC movie. No, it was James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy, does Superman. It's like, what the fuck, man? You've worked with DC before. Why are you plugging your Marvel shit?
Yep. That's the biggest thing to me. Is like, it's not, it doesn't have to be some big competitive thing, but the fact is, like, DC and Marvel should feel different from each other. They have different characters, different tones, things like that.
Bingo.
Obviously it's all comic book stuff, but yeah, man, I as I've said before, me and Rip have talked about this. I know Gary's mentioned it. I know everybody's talked about it. The fact is, like, James Gunn got really lucky with Guardians, because there's not a ton of Guardians of the Galaxy fans out there. Like, there are people that are fans of it and read the comics, but a lot of people didn't know who the Guardians were. So James Gunn got to do whatever he wanted with those characters and make them look however he wanted. And he crafted a half decent story, and he is not an incompetent director. But the thing is, he got to do all his stylistic stuff and make those characters look however he wanted, and ruin them because they're not anything like their comic book counterparts. And then when you do that with Superman, well, Superman's an established character, that people love and have expectations for. Right. And he tried to turn it into a punk rock, movie. Which is
crazy. Because it's not punk rock at all.
No. It's supposed to be his idea, well, being kind and being nice to people is kind of punk rock. Like, no, that's supposed to be the standard that we live by. It's supposed to be something that, like, we're all inspired to live by and live towards, not be like, oh, that's pretty punk rock, Superman. Superman shows up, saves you from a burning building, and he's like, gotcha, bro, and then flies off. You're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, man. James Gunn does. It sucks, but he can't get out of his own way. And yeah, to just say, oh, Supergirl's gonna be just like Guardians. It's like, what? Like, yeah, man. I just have no hope for it at all. Yeah,
I won't be seeing it.
It's almost like his way to get people to buy tickets. Like, I don't see a lot of people going and seeing Supergirl, especially from the impression that she gave at the end of Superman.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, I don't want to see that. And then knowing what it's going to be about, like, she's going to be dealing with her pain of losing her planet and all that stuff. Like, it's going to be that type of a movie. That's why she goes and gets drunk, because she's dealing with all of that. It doesn't really, I feel like a movie that people would want to go see. It sounds pretty depressing. So he has to be like, it's like Guardians, so he can trick people to get to go to the theater. It's like Guardians, guys. Go watch it. It's just like Guardians. It's like Guardians.
Yeah. Sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, listen.
And also the writer as well. The writer of Supergirl is, I don't like, has very little experience. I can't remember her name, but she's only written like 2 stage plays, and all of a sudden she's writing like 3 major DC movies.
Yep. That means that she's gonna fall in line with what Gunn wants.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that's what we're gonna see for the DC. James Gunn is a control freak. Everybody's talked about it. We've mentioned this before. He is a control freak. He's a self-admitted control freak. He does not like people deviating from the stuff that he's written. He wants everything to be a certain way. That's how he's always been. And that's what's going to happen here. Is it's going to be the same thing. It's going to feel just like a James Gunn movie. He wants people and directors and writers that are going to write like he does, that are going to fit his mold. And yeah, it's going to be all centered around the characters he wants them to be centered around, which is why Mr. Terrific was kind of sort of the pseudo secondary main character of Superman, because he's a Mr. Terrific fan, not a Superman fan. So yep, it's going to keep happening like this.
Are you guys going to see Supergirl in theaters or wait till streaming?
I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. You know, it depends on what I have going on. I mean, I'm tempted to just go see it and just, be proven right as to what I thought about it in the first place. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think the only reason
for sure, I already know that.
You are or aren't?
I'm not going to see it in theaters. I might put on an eye patch and watch it. Like here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think the only reason I would go to see it in theaters is just so I can talk about it on stream, like on Main Event, just to talk about it. But like, if I weren't doing this, I'd have no interest in seeing this movie.
Yeah, man.
Just based off of Superman alone.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be any good at all. Yeah.
Nope.
Well, we'll see. I do think Jason Momoa as Lobo is perfect casting. Some of the some of the casting in this, new universe has been great, but the writing and the script has been awful.
And here's the thing: Lobo would have been a good vehicle for James Gunn. That would have been he could have totally done a Lobo movie. I would have been totally for it. I think that would have been a much better fit for him than Superman. But once again, he can't get out of his own way. He's got to handle it all. So
yep.
Yeah. Gotta wear all the hats.
Yep. And make his wife make out with as many actors as possible.
Fuck.
Dude.
Yes. So the Peacemaker, she was hooking up with John Cena in Peacemaker.
Yeah. And then they talked about it. She was like, "What was it like?" I don't have the video up right now.
I'll get it real quick.
Okay, yeah, dude. If you haven't seen the interview where they talk about it, it's pretty weird, man. Like, I mean, listen, if your spouse is an actor or actor or actress, with the exception of like Neil McDonough, or whatever, sometimes they may have like kissing scenes with other people and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, I guess that's a thing that sometimes happens. But if you're the director and the writer and you write a scene where they're like macking on each other.
Well, that's what Tim Burton used to do that with his wife and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
When he was married to what's her face? Bellatrix.
Helena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Burton was writing her to do all the fucking sex with the main characters in his
Tim
movies.
Burton, that feels a little less like you're like, oh, it's Tim Burton. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and listen to this. 2 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and listen.
And I mean, I also understand that it must be weird seeing your wife kissing another person.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait, look at his face though. Look at his face when she says it. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, yeah. I was like, motherfucker, you wrote it.
He's like, he's looking over. Yeah, it's weird. It's pretty awkward,
It's pretty weird.
Those
it's a little weird that I'm into
Cena
it.
Muscles. Yeah.
Yeesh. Who does she play? Is she just a throwaway character? Is she a significant character in DC?
No, she's just some random like Argus agent or whatever. That's what she was in season 1 of Peacemaker as well. And she was fine at season 1. It was like, okay, like she's kind of a mess and she's kind of like closed off and whatever. But this season, dude, it's just like she's like, there are entire sections of the show that are just all about her, like beating up guys in bars and being like this like tough alcohol. She basically has Peacemaker's storyline. Because John Cena just spends the whole movie like crying and being sad the whole movie the whole series and stuff like that, which in Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, that it would have made sense for that character to be, this like violent guy who's like dealing with and grappling with like his violent tendencies and like, all this stuff. None of that. No, it's just John Cena like crying a lot. So.
And Emo Taku says, to be fair, John Cena is married too. He is, but he's an actor. This is a job for him. it's different for James Gunn because he's in charge of writing. He has a say in casting. Like, of course, there's a casting director, but everything gets approved by him as well. So
wait till you hear the rest of this, because you'll be like, oh, wow.
He could have casted anybody to be this character, but he casted his wife.
Ever think about it like that, though? When two actors are on screen, it just doesn't, it doesn't feel, it feels so technical.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, and this was
There's
especially,
lights and it's like,
this was especially technical because we had the Phantom camera and everything was in slow
So
motion,
cool.
and you guys had to go back in a certain way. Then you had to come together, and then the camera ramps down. Ramps down means it goes faster.
Back to
And so
Thank you, James.
It's
and you literally just have to do it over and over.
and we had to do it over and over,
again.
and then you're standing on the lazy Susan as we're curling around you, and it wasn't only that I had to direct you kissing a man; it was that I had to kiss you directing a man in
No,
front
you
of
have to direct me kissing.
what?
You said I had to kiss you directing a man.
I wish. I had to,
What?
All right, I'm gonna kiss her, and then you just never mind. I'm not gonna say that. That's wild, bro.
He
I
liked
had
it.
to
He
direct
enjoyed
you
it.
kissing a man in front of like 200, 300 extras
Yeah.
more that were a
He's
lot
like,
of
I
whom
would
were
have preferred to
fans.
just been
And
us three
so
in the
it
room.
was
Can
just
you
the
pause it
whole
real quick?
thing was kind
Here's the thing too. In that scene, he's in the background.
He's in the background,
He's
yeah.
standing in the back, and in the photo, he's like,
James Gunn's an extra in this scene?
yeah, he's in
Yeah.
the extra in the scene. He's all the way in the back, and he's just like
He's
watching
back there
them.
smiling, like,
And you can see him, like, he's like elevated slightly, so you can see the whole thing happening. He's like, look at all these people watching you kiss this man. Yeah,
What the freak?
bro.
of weird before it happened. I literally, I was uncomfortable about it, admittedly. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Then why
like,
did you cast her?
But
why did you write it
but
for her?
but then once we were doing it, I didn't give a shit. Like I was totally
you
fine.
did. You instantly
I was
let it
looking
go.
at the kiss as like I'm fucking loving it because it's
I bet you are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet you are.
Yeah, I
Look at the
bet you
guy
are, buddy.
next to them. On the,
I'm
he's like,
loving
why am I sitting here listening to these two people talk about this? Like, they just
Jeez.
completely forgot he's there. I'm writing this scene, and I'm just moved by the fact that I'm watching you guys just, like, and I'm like, put your tongue down her throat, I'm just, and it's awkward. It's weird for me at first, but then I'm just into it,
But then I just freaking got into it, man. I love it.
I didn't think I
Yeah.
would be, but I loved it.
Yeah, oh,
like
you're so
these
good.
beautiful
scene.
shots. I mean, some of our best shots ever
That's
from
really
the
cool.
series are in that sequence.
By the way, I'm sure it wasn't great for John
Those are
either.
the
His
best
wife
shots of the
Shay is
series.
Yeah.
like,
She was there.
What was that?
Those are the best shots of the series.
Best shots
Right
of the
there.
series is
And
when
that's
James
it.
Gunn is
Well.
directing his wife to kiss another guy.
Hey, don't spam the chat, please. Thank you. Anyways.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Yeah. And then she, what's it like for John? I'm like, yeah, I know. Poor John Cena. He's got to, like, make out with some other, like, come on. No.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
John Cena's job. He's
You
the
know what'd be-
actor.
you know
He's
what'd
not
be
writing
awkward?
the scene.
yeah, he's not writing it. You know what'd be awkward? If John Cena's wife was directing and writing that scene. And
Right,
like,
exactly.
yeah, I watched you make out with another woman right in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the equivalent if John Cena's wife was the writer and director and saying, "All right, John, you're gonna make out with this chick."
All right, John. Yeah, just tongue punch her right down the. Come on now. Yeah, get
And then
into
putting
it,
yourself
John.
in that scene in the background so you could just watch.
Yeah.
And then you go, cut. Do it again.
Do it again. What wasn't good enough? I need more tongue. Kiss her like you want to take her clothes off.
Yeah, come on, man. I really got to feel it. I mean, you got to feel it. Yeah, we'll finish this up, but dude, it's wild. It's
Do it again. I'm not horny enough.
yeah, yeah. Not a problem.
down on the
Shay-
on the,
Shay was
the
sitting
next
beside me.
level of. Oh, she was.
Shay was
there
with me the
watching
whole
this,
time
yeah.
watching it. So yeah, Shay was hanging out with me while I was directing, and because it was warmer up there, and so she was watching the monitor. Next to
That
me.
boat was cold.
It was
you guys.
cold. It was cold.
Weird, dude. Weird. People in Hollywood are weird.
Yeah, very. Yep, very, very, very weird people.
Nope.
So
Weird.
I think he recommended Peyton Reed to direct Ant-Man and be like, no, what did you do that for? But I think James, and maybe that's one of the reasons that, that's fascinating. James Gunn, before he left Marvel, was recommending a lot of talent, right? And a lot of that recent talent has really led Marvel down the wrong path, a path that oddly DC is now going on. And that's really interesting. I do wonder if there's a correlation there.
No shit, lady.
That is funny. She
Look
just
at
caught
her
herself.
face. Yeah, she was like, wait a minute. Yeah, like you hear the X-Files music playing in the background.
She was speaking and making sense before she actually thought about it, and she was like, wait, what did I just say? Whoa. That's funny. That is funny.
Keep in mind, I didn't know that James Gunn was the one that recommended Peyton Reed, but keep in mind, Edgar Wright was the original screenwriter and director for Ant-Man, and Jon Favreau said his script was one of the best scripts he had ever read. He said he said it was phenomenal. And then he left because of creative differences. Now you start to wonder, did James Gunn have something to do with that?
And with James Gunn with his DC thing, I don't think that he should have been in charge of Superman. I don't mind him doing some stuff, writing and directing for some things, but when he's in his lane, like I said this before to you guys, either on Flashcast or Geeks and Gamers, that I think Gunn could have crushed it with like a Teen Titans or Young Justice. Yeah. Young Justice, that would have been perfect for him.
Yeah. Or like I said, the Lobo movie, something like that. Yes. An ensemble cast. With smaller, lesser known characters, yeah. But he even said he didn't know what to do with Superman. He didn't know how to crack the story until Crypto.
Yeah,
once he was like, I could, until once I could throw project my dog into the film, then I realized I could do the story. You know.